Hi, welcome to Season 2, Episode 6 of Impact Effectively. And I've entitled this season of Impact Effectively, Impacts Around the World, because I'm speaking to friends and associates that are making impacts in their own way using NLP and other complementary approaches. For those of you that have not been watching or listening to earlier podcasts, my name is Florence Madden. I'm an NLP trainer and coach based in Cumbria in the north of England. I'm the author of a book called The Intention Impact Conundrum, in which this whole series of podcasts was originally based, and the co-author with my friend Eleni Sarantanu of a book called Everyday NLP. So this week, I am delighted to be accompanied by Yosara Geerlings. That was my attempt at her Dutch pronunciation, who is going to talk about her app that she has created called Succeed. So without further ado, I pass you across to Yosara. Tell us all about yourself and tell us all about Succeed.
Thank you so much, Florence. I'm Yosara Geerlings, based in Holland. I live in two countries, Holland and Spain, so fly about. So that's how this app, Succeed, came into existence. So it's an app that allows a coaching journey from A to Z. That means selecting your coach topic, the coach that fits your character, video calling, payment, time, and everything in the app. It is designed by a Dutch design group with millennials on their minds. Why millennials? It's a big group, an age group, and here in Holland at least, and in more countries in Europe, they're under a lot of stress. So we want to make them understand that it's normal to book a coach, to speak with a coach about yourself, about your challenges. Sorry about that. So you can do this online, and we even designed this whole thing before COVID came into the world, so that was just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. You've designed an app, and I know you've aimed this at millennials, and this is a way of accessing coaches. So the actual coaching is done using the app as well. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So you can do it on your phone or on your computer. So it is video callings, but you only see your coach, and your coach only sees you. That takes away a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
What's more important as well, that there's a filter, and you can select what you are looking for and the coach that fits your character. That's really important. So there's a lot of coaching going on also in companies, and there's your coach, and just do it with this person.
Yeah.
So we offer a lot of coaches who speak different languages. We will come together as well. So we are a large group of coaches, still on the lookout for more coaches. Yes. There are so many topics that people can select from.
Well, that may well be of interest to people who are watching or listening, because I know people that are trained coaches and NLP coaches, and I know that NLP coaches in particular are something that, or are the type of people that you would want to attract. So hopefully this will inspire them to become involved, because, you know, as I say, if you're doing this on an app, then I guess then, you know, geography is no barrier.
That's it. So the coaches we look for, they don't have to be NLP trained, but all our coaches, not our coaches, the coaches that use Succeed are NLP trained. So if you're not yet, we can do training with you, Florence, or however you want, but we do want you to know how to apply NLP. Why is that? Of course, we know, you and I know the benefits that NLP can have in coaching and in life, just regular life. So in order to be a really good group of coaches, we all know how to apply NLP. So it's kind of a brand.
Yeah.
You know, you just know that this is a good app with good coaches, a whole lot of expertise.
Yeah. Again, I'm never too sure who's watching or listening to these podcasts and what they know about NLP. And I'm not asking you to explain about NLP necessarily, but to understand what is it about NLP or the NLP approach to coaching that particularly attracts you?
Yes, that's a very good question. My understanding of NLP is that it can build a bridge between your rational thinking and your unconscious or subconscious thinking.
Yeah.
So if you know what goes on in your subconscious, you can shift things there so that in the outside world and in the rational thinking, things also shift,
Yeah.
which makes you kind of choose the life you want. So
Yeah.
rationally, you know what you want, but
Yeah.
subconsciously, that's where the patterns are there and the ways to actually shift something. And that's what NLP is all about, building that bridge between the rational thinking and subconscious. That's my approach anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess most people coming into a coaching situation, maybe many people coming into a coaching situation, maybe already recognize what they're doing that's not effective.
Yes.
And certainly if they were speaking to a friend, they could probably say, this is what I know I need to do. So NLP helps people access the, as you say, understanding the patterns that lead them to that current pattern of behavior that's not serving them, and helps to build some new patterns of behavior that do serve them and are more effective.
Yes.
Yeah, so, well.
It's about behavior, I think, feeling and thinking. Change the way in your subconscious thinking. You change the way you feel and the way you do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you don't need like 10 sessions to get where you want to be with NLP. It's kind of a shortcut, which is not the right word probably, because now it's like, oh, we're in a hurry. No, we're not. But the communication is so direct with the subconscious thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. For a lot of people and people that I've coached, it's maybe there's one question, there is one revelation, there is something that sets them on a different path. And I guess that's what you're referring to, that, you know, it doesn't necessarily take a lot of time. And one of the things that attracts me to NLP as a coach, as well as I suppose for myself, is that it's forward looking and not backward not looking. It's not, people aren't going for therapy to find out, well, why did that happen? Absolutely. Much more about, okay, what sort of thinking has taken me to there and what needs to be different, and forward looking. Yeah. So there's huge benefits, obviously, even, you know, before or hopefully after the pandemic, to people being able to access this on their phone or tablet or computer. Will there also be the opportunity for people, if it's geographically viable, to meet face-to-face with their coach as well?
Yes, you said it. If it's geographically viable, of course, why not? You just select, first of all, your coach topic. There's so many, like, I don't know, stress, burnout, presentation skills. Oh God, I'm going on a date, don't know what to do. These kind of things that you can talk about with your friends, as you said. Just speak to a coach and you'll get there.
Yeah.
So if you want to go to their office, yes, why not?
Yeah.
Of course. I do trust the coaches that when they're booked via us, via Succeed, that the payment will go through Succeed as well. Mm-hmm. So we get a very small commission of the actual coaching fee, a really tiny commission, I must say. So, yeah.
Well, as I guess, I suppose, as anybody would expect. So tell me about how you actually came up with this idea of setting up an app, and again, specifically for millennials.
Yes, so I live in Holland and in Spain, as I said. And before the pandemic, I decided to live in Spain more often than here in Holland, where I'm at now. So I had to leave all my clients here. So we used Skype, which was quite horrible. Then we used Zoom, which was better, of course. And that's when I thought, you know, why not make this bigger? We can have so much influence. Why not just put a good group together? Because now the techniques are here for that. Why not just jump on the train of the new world, let's say?
Yeah.
And I must say, when I ordered my Uber some time ago, I was just like on my phone ordering the Uber, and I thought, if you could just order a coach like that, what would
Yeah.
that be like? And poof, there it goes.
Yeah, and actually, just as you were speaking earlier, and you were talking about the range of coaches that you've got available, and I know that you're looking to attract in more. This whole, well, I suppose the whole essence of coaching is about opening up choice to people. So you're just starting with the choice of, I can choose what language I'm being coached in. I can choose where that person is. I can choose what their specialism is. I can choose the right person for me rather than this person's a coach and they're available, so let's go for it. So I think that idea of choice just is so much the essence of what coaching is about anyway. So it kind of makes
something
sense.
went wrong with the yeah. And how do you choose to coach? I must quickly tell you. So when you tap on the coach, you see a little video. So they introduce themselves, and that's when you click. You see them, you hear them, you think, yeah, this is the person for me or not. Of course, you can also see their CV and what they write, but it's the click that you get usually through hearing somebody speak. That's what I believe anyway. Yeah, it's pretty cool app, I must say. Really proud of it. And also the language. We have so many expats here in Holland. If you want to talk about yourself, you want to do that in your native language, I assume. Although all the coaches do speak English.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I suppose it is important that people are able, not I suppose, it is important that people are able to speak in the language in which they're most fluent, because they're looking to, I suppose, express their hopes and dreams as well as everything else, and explain their feelings in a moment. Yeah. You mentioned it when we had a conversation outside the podcast that your daughter had a part to play in this.
Yes. She works in a bank right now. She's leaving the bank shortly, but she works in a bank high in the tree. And we would have coffees and things, and she would tell me her problems at work. And I thought, hire a coach, not me. I'm your mom. I can't do this for you, although I do try to be really objective and this and that when I speak with her. And she said, yeah, but where do I find one? So, yeah, I don't know, in your bank, ING, I know they offer coaching. Yeah, they're all stupid. Like, okay. And this is a typical millennial. You know, she's 26, as I said, high up in the tree, working really hard, and she needs some support now and again. So yeah, there's the app. Download the app, book your coach, have your company pay for it. We also offer that. It's all automated.
Yeah.
There we go.
So how do people access the app? Because I'm sure that you'll have spiked a lot of interest either from people watching or listening, or they may well have millennials of their own, friends, whatever. So how do they access the app?
So first of all, you can download it. It's succeed.now. No, that's wrong. It's succeed.world. I'm sorry. In the App Store and in the Play Store. So you just download it. And just have a look at the coaches. For coaches, because we do need a lot more coaches. We are about 50 of us now. We need a couple of hundred in the whole of Europe. We also work in India and Latin America. That's not a topic. They can come through you, or just look me up on LinkedIn, send me a message. We'll just have a chat through Zoom as we do now, and then we see if you're fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for anybody, again, that's watching or listening, they may not have access to a pen or whatever right now, but all the information about how to contact Yosara, how to access the app will be in the paragraph that accompanies the podcast. Or as Yosara says, if all else fails, you can contact me. I'll be more than happy to pass you on to Yosara, whether you're wanting to do that as a coach, or whether you're interested in the Succeed app for yourself or for a friend or for relatives, whatever.
Thank you.
So it sounds like a fabulous initiative to me. So can I just thank you, Yosara, for coming and explaining this and actually setting up something that I know of no other app that is doing anything like this. So I think that's a lovely innovation.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming and explaining, and thank you to those of you that have been watching or listening. You can, find out about how to contact Yosara in the paragraph that accompanies the podcast. Or you can also contact her through me as well. My website is www.florencemadden.co.uk. And as Yosara mentioned, I run courses, NLP courses at a number of levels. And actually, I run coaching courses at 2 levels as well. So you might be interested in becoming a coach or brushing up on your coach skills or adding NLP to your coach skills. And I would be more than happy to help with that. So thank you to Yosara. Thank you to you for watching or listening. And who knows who I'll be speaking to next week. Bye for now.
Thank you. Okay.